and he's going to have to throw a foul play here. Foul play is double resisted, but we're really low, and my IVs aren't great, so that should be taking us out. And now, Thunderbolt. And I didn't throw the counter this time. I actually went straight for the Thunderbolt. So, ba-boom! Yep. So now my power punches are buffed times 2 or times 3, I can't remember, and his are times 0. So my counter should be doing more damage, and he went for the power punch, which means I got an extra counter through, and ba-boom! Galaxy Brain! But this Swampert has no energy, so this Thunderbolt is going to be coming through. I threw a counter on accident. Are you kidding me, Shrady? With all that's on the line? Okay, I'm just kidding. Thunderbolt's coming through, and that's resisted, but one more counter is able to take out the Shadow Swampert. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. The title is correct. Now there's been a long ongoing joke on my channel that I'm #1 in the leaderboards, and yeah, it was just a joke. I'm admitting it to you. It was actually a joke, but it's not a joke. Well, it's no. Just come here. Alright, these guys right here, 2 dark Pokemon, right? You guys know how I love double dark teams. Well, I decided to run another double dark team just for shits and giggles, you know what I mean? Just to see if it would work. And it worked. It really, really worked. Yeah, I'm actually on the leaderboards now. And also, I've got 420 wins and 69 5 battles. You get, it's like the weed number and the sex number are both in there, so it's like it's dumb. It's dumb. Look, I'm just excited, okay? Because what happened was when I got to Legend, oh, that's not the right thing. When I got to Legend, I was like, okay, now I'm just gonna use like a bunch of meme teams and see if I can tank my ELO. That way I can give some free wins over to, you know, some of the people who are grinding from expert to legend. But I have not yet had a losing set. Literally every set I've done has either been a 4-1 or a 3-2. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, so I'm technically in the top 500. The leaderboards have not updated yet, so check in tomorrow and you'll probably see my name up on there somewhere. So anyway, let's take a look at this double dark team that I decided to build. Now, my old double dark team was Azon, Bombaril, Zweilous, and Scrafty. And of course, I still got Scrafty in here. Scrafty is my favorite Pokemon, so duh. So we've got Defense Deoxys in the lead with Counter, Thunderbolt, and Rock Slide. Mandibuzz as the safe switch with Snarl, Aerial Ace, and Foul Play. And then Scrafty in the back as the closer. Wonderful closer, by the way, with Counter, Power Up Punch, and Foul Play. This team works the same as my other Double Dark team worked. You use Mandibuzz to bait out the Dark-type counter. Most of the time, it's an Azumarill. And then you finish that thing off with Defense Deoxys, and then Scrafty should be safer to sweep the endgame once the possible Charmer or the Azumarill is off their other team. So I got some more exciting news to share with you guys. So as you know, when you get to rank 24 or when you get to Legend, they give you a Pikachu Libre. And I also got a Pikachu Libre, but it happened to be a different sort of color. And I think it might be a glitch. I'm not exactly sure what happened to it, but I have this weird glitched out Pikachu Libre that has floor stats, 10, 10, 10, wonderful stats. You love to see it. But yeah, that's probably the rarest shiny I've ever seen in my life. Alright, so I picked up my rewards there, getting up to 30-41. That was right after I first got to Legend, but now we're going to see when I'm using this double dark team. Alright, so where is it? There it is. Defense Deoxys, Mandibuzz, and Scrafty. Going up against Daikiriki! I dig it. I like that name. Alright. Who do we got? What do we got? What do we see? Defense Deoxys into Hypno. Alright, I got 2 good responses to Hypno in the back, so you better believe I'm going to try to catch. Oh no, this is when I first tried to... I probably should have tried to catch a Shadow Ball. But either way, we bait out an Azon Bombadil, so let's, you know, fine. This is good. This is what we want to see. So we're just going to be going for Aerial Aces here. Now, I used to run Shadow Ball instead of Aerial Ace on Mandibuzz, but Aerial Ace, even though it's a crappy move, it provides so much extra coverage. So Aerial Ace is definitely the way to go, in my opinion. Obviously, you can run Shadow Ball if you want, but, you know, Foul Play does that job most of the time. Like, if you're trying to go up against a Psychic type or something like that, Foul Play does it. Same with going up against a Ghost type. So Aerial Ace does provide you with some extra coverage, especially if you bait out, or if you know, if you see a Grass type on the other team, then you can, you know what I'm saying. All right. Anyway, this is a boring matchup, and this person is like, you know, over farming way too much. which makes me feel a lot better because now I think I can probably counter this thing down. Now, counter is resisted here because of the fairy typing on Azumarill, but I should be able to counter it down with one shield. I don't even know if I want a shield though. Alright, so I was counting their bubbles at the time, and I'm pretty sure I counted to 5 here, or maybe it was 6. So this should be an Ice Beam or possibly a Play Rough, but it is just an Ice Beam, so I'm going to let that come through. And now I'm like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm definitely going to get hit by another Ice Beam here, but I don't need to shield. Do I shield it? No. Okay, so don't need to shield it. So that's going to be coming through. It's doing a lot of damage, and now I'm farming down, and I have 100 energy. What is going to be coming in? What do I bait out? A Mandibuzz. Okay, so I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt first. You can't successfully stack 2 Thunderbolts back to back, so I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt and then switch out. I know that that's going to... Never mind. This is not how I should have played it, but guess what? I'm playing it this way. But if I get a shield, perfect. Alright, so that's a heads up for your opponent, or to you if you're in that situation. You can't successfully stack 2 Thunderbolts back to back, so the next one was definitely going to be a Rock Slide. So I'm going to switch out into Scrafty now because this is a really bad matchup for Defense Deoxys, and this is pretty okay for Scrafty. Now, Aerial Ace does hit for super effective damage here, so I'm going to shield the first one, probably let the second one come through because they've got a lot of energy. And like I said, Aerial Ace, it's a crappy move, so even though it's super effective, it's just a little dink. Because Mandibuzz is definitely a defense-weighted Pokemon, not an attack-weighted Pokemon. But that's why it's on this team, because I got Scrafty. Alright, so they switch out into a... Okay, that's an interesting choice. Oh, that's why I switched into the Scrafty in the first place, because I knew they had a Hypno in the back, so I knew they'd probably stay in with the Mandibuzz for long enough for me to buff up my foul plays with some Power Punches. And then I decided to be a total asshole and catch probably a Fire Punch or a Thunder Punch on my Defense Deoxys, and they undercharge it, which is a really smart play, because now they're going to get 2 extra Confusions here. But that did enable me to, I can shield this now and get to the foul play. So I think that sack swap was probably necessary, but maybe not. Maybe I was just trying to be a dick. Who knows? Past Shrady, his brain's all fucked up. All right. Now we should be able to counter down the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz being a dark and a flying type, it actually takes neutral damage from fighting type attacks. So yeah, I don't know. It's an okay matchup. Mandibuzz doesn't do too well up against Shadow Machamp though. Alright, going up against Raging Taz. What do you have? Please do not rage on my face. Okay, picking up a lead against a Skarmory. Now this is kind of rough because my best response to a Skarmory is right here, Defense Deoxys. But with this team, you want to bait out their Dark type counter. So I'm going to be going for the Thunderbolt. I think a lot of people are running... no, never mind. I don't know, but I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt, and I do land the Thunderbolt. Now I'm going to try to catch on the Mandibuzz, and unfortunately I do not catch, but they throw anyway, and I'm like, you know what, if it's a Brave Bird, I'm okay. I can survive a return from a Sableye, I can survive a Brave Bird for this stupid Metal Bird. Alright, so they are waiting, and I'm glad I didn't shield that, because here comes the Azumarill, and that shield would have been wasted. Alright, so we're going to be going for back-to-back Aerial Aces if we can successfully stack, and there's a bunch of game stuttering, so no, can't stack them, that's... Every time it rains or it snows in the game, like the graphics, it makes everything run so poorly. And Niantic, I hate you so much, and that's why I'm free to play. And I would suggest that if you guys hate how much Niantic doesn't care about, Go Battle League players, I would suggest you also go free to play. Alright, so I'm just finding stuff to talk about because this is boring as hell. Alright, we're going down to a play rough. Very nice. Awesome. Great. We baited out the Azumarill, and like I said, Scrafty does not want to see an Azumarill, so we're going to come back in with the Defense Deoxys here. They did farm up quite a bit extra, so I am expecting this to be a play rough. They might just bait with Ice Beam. Okay, yeah, they go for Ice Beam. Expecting a Shields. Very nice bait. I'm going to be over farming here, and I lost count at this point. I remember this, so I decided to throw the Thunderbolt before they can get to another charge move. And this should be taking out the Azumarill, but they decide to shield, so that's fine with me. And now I'm going to let this go. Do I? It's pretty risky. No, okay, I shielded it. Good thing I shielded it. That would have come close to taking me out. And now I'm going to be building up some energy, and then I'm counting, making sure that they're not going to get to another charge move. I'm going to go for the Rock Slide here, because I think it's enough. Okay, it does take it out, and then what is in the back? A Swampert. Ooh, this is rough. Alright, so I build up to the Thunderbolt. That's going to come into play later. I switch into my Scrafty. Their Skarmory was too low to do anything, so now I'm going to go for Power Punch. Because I know that they're going to have to spend their shield on something, and hopefully they spend it on this. Okay, so they do. And now I'm going to be able to do quite a bit of damage with some counters. He's going to have to go for 2 Hydro Cannons to take me out here. So this is looking pretty good, because I have a Thunderbolt loaded at the moment. So he's going to have to go for 2. And I'm able to get to another Power Punch, but I don't hit it for some reason. I look like I was trying to switch into my Defense Deoxys, but this Swampert has no energy, so this Thunderbolt is going to be coming through. I threw a counter on accident. Are you kidding me, Shrady? With all that's on the line? Okay, I'm just kidding. Thunderbolt coming through, and that's resisted, but one more counter is able to take out the Shadow Swampert. Usually that matchup right there is really bad for Defense Deoxys because Thunderbolt and Rock Slide are both resisted. But, you know, Shadow Swampert, pretty glassy, so I was able to take that win. And you're going to see me in a couple of these battles save a charge move on my Defense Deoxys, and that was my win condition multiple times. Alright, so we pick up a negative lead here. We're taking neutral damage from everything, and we're doing super effective with the counters, but Rock Slide and Thunderbolt are both double resisted. So this is not a good match. And I don't know if you saw that, but I was trying to catch an Earthquake on the Mandibuzz, and I'm so salty because I almost did it. And an Earthquake would be double resisted there. So, alright, so I'm going to let this Earthquake come through, and I try to catch a Rock Slide onto my Mandibuzz. That's right, a super effective Rock Slide on my Mandibuzz. Why, you ask? Well, go ahead and take a look. Because Mandibuzz is a goddamn tank. It is an insane tank. I don't have to shield any of this. He's going to have to go for 3 Rock Slides, I believe, to take me out. Yeah, plus the Mud Shots, I think 3 Rock Slides will do it. So I'm going to go for Foul Plays now, and if I get his shield here, I am laughing and I am sitting pretty. Oh, yes, that feels good. That feels good. He shielded a Foul Play coming from Mandibuzz. Okay, going for another Foul Play here. This is great. I'm actually glad he's staying in here. Oh my god, what the hell? I got both shields super early. I'm a little confused on this. So I think I let this go, or maybe I shield it. No, let it go. Okay, yeah. And now I think I'm going to come in with the Defense Deoxys and just farm this thing down. I could probably shield 1 Rock Slide here. I don't know. Maybe coming in with the Scrafty was the smart play, but I don't want them to know what I have in the back. So my plan here is to shield one of these Rock Slides and then farm down. Okay, I'm able to farm down just barely because they were just getting to another Rock Slide. Oh god, it's a Sableye. 1 more Shadow Claw and I'm dead. So I'm going to throw this Rock Slide and then immediately switch out. And the reason I threw the Rock Slide is because I knew that I could stack a Rock Slide and a Thunderbolt. So I went for the less hard-hitting move first so I can save that Thunderbolt for later. Alright, so they come out with an Air Slash Tropius, and usually this is a really bad matchup because we're taking super effective damage from the Air Slash just because of our fighting typing. But I'm going to go for a Power Up Punch first, questionable decision, but I go for a Power Punch to buff my Foul Plays, and I think, yeah, maybe just going for straight Foul Plays was the play here. Going to shield this even if it is a Leaf Blade, which it probably is. Yeah, it's a Leaf Blade. I should be able to get to another Foul Play, and this is going to take out the boy over here, Banana Beard. Is that what they call him? Old Banana Beard. So Banana Beard goes down, and then we got just that Sableye in the back, and he's going to have to throw a Foul Play here. Foul Play is double resisted, but we're really low, and my IVs aren't great, so that should be taking us out. And now, Thunderbolt. And I didn't throw the counter this time. I actually went straight for the Thunderbolt. So, ba-boom! Yep. So win condition there was definitely saving that Thunderbolt on my Sableye. Well, maybe not. There's probably other win conditions, but hey, the way my brain works, that's what I thought. I was like, I gotta save the Thunderbolt. It's gonna be necessary. I don't know why why would I sound like that? It doesn't matter. All right, going into the next battle. Defense Deoxys into Azumarill Bombaril. Not great. I mean, usually I'm trying to bait out the Azumarill. Okay, they actually give up switch advantage, and now I'm going to try to catch a Foul Play. It takes 7 Shadow Claws to get to a Foul Play, I do believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And here's when I learned that Mandibuzz is even tankier than I thought. Return. Ba-boom. Not even a chip. Usually a return does so much damage, but now we're just going to be over-farming here, because even if they go for another return, that's going to be all their energy. So I'm going to go for 2 Foul Plays here back-to-back, see if I can successfully stack them without them getting a Shadow Claw through, and I do, because I am a professional player, that's right. Undercharging it, but it's still going to KO. Yeah, still KOs. And then they come in with an Azumarill. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Duh, there's obviously an Azumarill. Alright, so I'm just going to throw the Aerial Ace immediately here, and I'm hoping that I can, you know, force them to throw their energy, but they're probably going to be farming up a ton, knowing that Aerial Ace doesn't do that much damage. Getting a bunch of lag. I have no idea how much energy they have now. I just saw like 15 bubbles hit me at once. You love to see it. Okay, Niantic, fuck you. And then we're going to go for another Aerial Ace. And, yeah, this is a pretty poor matchup for Mandibuzz. Obviously, taking super effective damage from Play Rough, from Ice Beam. And, oh, he undercharges it. That's actually pretty smart. But I'm actually going to switch into my Defense Deoxys, which sounds like a stupid idea. And I agree with you. That is a stupid idea, because they're just going to switch out. Never mind, they let the Thunderbolt through. That is actually pretty huge. Alright, so I'm going to let this come through, and I'm really praying it's not a Hydro Pump. Alright, it's a Play Rough. That is fine. What are they coming in with? An Alolan Marowak. Okay, this is good. My Scrafty should be set to sweep the end game here, as long as I can take care of that Azumarill somehow. Scrafty does real poor up against Azumarill because everything's resisted. Alright, so he's going to be farming me down, but now I get to reveal to him that I have a Scrafty. Scrafty takes resisted damage from the Ghost type attacks, so all he's going to be able to do is go for Bone Clubs, and Bone Club is a crappy move. Crappy move. So I think I shield the first one, which again questionable, but I'm not going to shield any more of them. Because even if that was a Shadow Bone, you'd want to shield the charge moves after the Shadow Bone in case they get the debuff. So I don't know why I shielded that. But hey, I got doo-doo brain, so don't judge me. Alright, so we're going to be catching... Never mind. We're going to be just sacrificing our defense Deoxys to the Elder Gods there. And now we're going to be going for another foul play. Well, a single foul play. And he lands it. Okay, this is interesting. I can't shield anything, right? Because our Azumarill... Azumarill? The Azumarill! The Azumarill is still alive back there. I'm going to go for the power-up punch now. This is not going to be enough to KO, but the Azumarill does not have enough for a charge move. And they could have shielded that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I'm just going to go for power punches now. I do have a shield still, so I can shield this Bone Club. And like the counters and the power punch is double resisted here, but I figured it's better to go for the power punch because they're definitely going to shield it, because now my counters will do a little bit more damage and hopefully I can counter them down. Yes. Okay, that was a close one. There was a lot of close wins in these sets right here. And I was honestly memeing at first. I was like, I love double dark team, right? Haha, funny goal, yes. Ho ho ho. Damn it, Taco Goose's brother. Don't do that. You don't BM people. Sorry, I don't know if you guys saw that notification, but I'm a bad example, is what happened. Alright, picking up a negative lead here, but, well, this is okay. I mean, but X Scissor does hit for super effective damage, and they get to the charge moves quicker than us. Rock Slide hits for super effective as well. Poison Jab is neutral, and then the counters are double resisted, so it's like not a great matchup. Alright, so I bait out a Galarian Stunfisk here, and this is okay. This isn't too bad. I don't plan on winning this matchup by any means, but I can do a lot of damage here. And baiting out the Galarian Stunfisk is good to know because, like I said, Defense Deoxys does pretty poor there. Unfortunately, Beedrill does pretty okay up against Scrafty as well because, like I said, the fighting type moves are double resisted because of the poison and bug typing. Both of those typings resisting bug. I'm sure there's going to be somebody in the comments who's like, you're wrong, Shrady. At 17 minutes and 21 seconds, you said something and you're totally wrong. And I'm going to be like, yeah, probably. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm number 1 on the leaderboards. Alright. Still talking because, you know, this is also pretty boring. Did I get a shield from him? Did I get a shield from the Galarian Stunfisk, or did that happen? No, that happened earlier. Alright, we're going to let this come through, and now I think I'm going to try to farm down... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to farm down with Scrafty. I think if anything, I should farm down with Scrafty. Never mind. Okay, Shrady knows what he's doing. Gonna have to shield this Rock Slide. Probably can't even counter down before they get to another one, right? 1, 2... Yeah, definitely not. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, maybe Shrady knows what he's doing. Who knows? Okay, come in with the Sableye. I dare you. I knew it. Fucking knew it. Alright, so Sableye's going to be coming in. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw a Rock Slide, save the Thunderbolt for later, go into the Scrafty here. And I do expect this to be a hard loss. Because this is pretty bad. Because, yeah. X Scissor hits for neutral here because fighting resists. And then Dark takes super effective from Cat. Quit.
It's stuck back there.
You're stuck.
Yeah,
you're stuck behind the light.
Got behind there. I was too dumb to get back out.
He's a pretty dumb cat. Alright. But we love him anyway. Okay, what's going on here? Am I losing? Yes, looks like I'm losing. Alright. So I go for the drill run because it's a heavier hitting move. And now I go for the foul play. Doesn't really matter at this point because this, I think the Sableye even has a foul play loaded. Or if they don't, they do now. So even if I landed this Thunderbolt, I don't even think it would be enough. It would be like just shy of KOing. I could be wrong, but doesn't really matter. That's a loss, but you know what? I'm okay with it because I actually, for real, got on the leaderboards with this set. So picking up my rewards here and getting a charge TM. Thank God I'm out of charge TMs. Alright, going up to 31-32. And that's when I looked at the leaderboards to realize that, hey, I'm actually I'm in the range here. So... Now, the leaderboards haven't updated yet, but I'm sure by the time this video goes live, you can check it out. Yes. Indeed, I am no longer a scrub. I am actually on the leaderboards. Alright, picking up a... This is terrible. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Alright, we can do super effective damage with Rock Slides, and this guy made me so mad. Made me so mad. So mad. He shielded the first one, which is like, okay, I get that. Rock Slide's super effective, by the way, because of the ice typing. So, gonna go for another Rock Slide. By the way... He double shields. I've got 2 Pokemon in the back that are weak to Charm. How the fuck did he know that? How does he know that? Alright, so I shield here. He's definitely got 2 Weather Balls because that's what he was doing, building up to 2 Weather Balls. And I almost have to double shield here. Because, well, I guess I don't have to, but it's going to be bad. I played this badly. Watch this. I knew he was going to switch, and I threw anyway. I saw the Scrafty come in, and I was like, Rock Slide? You said go for Rock Slide? Stupid brain. Alright, so Rock Slide obviously is resisted. I'm going to go into the Mandibuzz now because I can do super effective damage with the Aerial Ace. Alright, so I did have a plan for this one. I remember this. He's going to be going for power punches because foul play is resisted, and he just wants to buff up his damage. Buff up the damage. Buff up the damage. What's that song? Am I that old? I'm pretty, yeah, probably. I'm rambling a lot. Okay, going for Aerial Ace here. This is what I'm doing. All these matchups with Mandibuzz, I get bored real easily. I'm sorry. It's like the ADHD just activates. Okay, going for another Aerial Ace. This should be taking him out. I'm pretty sure I undercharge it, but it's a dumb idea because Snarl's double resisted. So, alright, so they're going to come in back with the Alolan Ninetales here, which is, you know, expected because they're doing super effective damage with the charms. I can go for Aerial Ace that hits for neutral. Snarl and Foul Play are both resisted. I tried to switch out. Doesn't really matter. This is over. Going to take double super effective damage from the charms in Scrafty. Yeah, this is... ouch. Okay, Weather Ball probably does as much damage as the charms do, and there's an Azumarill, so yeah, I'm just gonna give up. That did not work as planned, okay? When you run into a Charmer lead, you basically just give up at that point. Alright, going up against kind of fun. I don't know, there's a lot of numbers there, I couldn't say it all. Okay, Alomomola, another man of culture. I appreciate you. Alright, so picking up a lead against an Alomomola, and I actually am kind of unsure of what this thing's charge moves. I'm pretty sure it has Surf and Blizzard, so it's kind of similar to Melodic, but I could be wrong. Alright, and I know it's tanky as hell. That Thunderbolt basically did nothing. But I did a lot of damage here, and I'm going to switch into my Mandibuzz here, and he comes out with Wall Face. Yes, that's right, the league's current most dumb, overpowered Pokemon. I'm just kidding. Like, if you use Bastiodon, it's fine. It just... It's a bitch to go up against a Bastiodon, and I know some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Going up against a Bastiodon is just like, this again? Alright, so two giant tanky Pokemon going up against each other. Foul Play coming through. A little bit of a French tickle there you go. Oh, and by the way, this guy, I think this guy's got like a regular Bastiodon. I went up against another Bastiodon later in the set, and I'm pretty damn sure it was an XL Bastiodon, and my god, those Foul Plays did so much less. It's overpowered. Alright, so we get two responses to this Bastiodon here. I think I actually come into the Scrafty. Normally I don't want to reveal my last Pokemon that early, but I know I can tank a Flamethrower pretty easily here. So Flamethrower hits for neutral, whereas Stone Edge is resisted. And they come in with the Alomomola, and this could be a Blizzard, so I went ahead and shielded, and thank God I shielded, because it is a Blizzard. Now I'm going to be building up to the Foul Play and then switching out into my Defense Deoxys, just saving that Foul Play for later. And I think I go for the Rock Slide, because I don't want to have to get hit by a Surf, and then I get some lag, so I miss some of the bubbles. Feels good. That takes out the Alomomola. What am I talking about? Alright, they pick... there's a Hypno. Alright, so this is not over. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure this guy is not going to shield because he knows that I have a Foul Play loaded. So he knows he's going to have to save his shields. So I'll go for the heavier hitting move there. And he looks like he's thinking about... yeah, okay. So he's not going to farm down. Thought maybe for a second he was going to farm down, but... I'm going to go for the Fire Punch. That's fine. And now, since I already have a Foul Play loaded, I think I'm going to build up to 2 because he's got a shield. I might even have to bait in this matchup in order to win. But I'm going to go straight Foul Play, because maybe he thinks I'm going to bait. Oh, okay. Alright, that's good. And then Bastiodon. Okay, yeah. That was actually a pretty good call, but, you know, he did have 2 shields, so I think... I don't know. If I was in that position, I probably would have shielded 2 power-up punches, because, you know, I got doo-doo brain. Alright, going up against Nighty Night. Let us see how this goes. Alolan Marowak is not a good matchup for Defense Deoxys because we take super effective from Shadow Bone, and the counters are double resisted. Rock Slide does hit for super effective. I'm trying to catch a Shadow Bone here, but I fail. But fortunately, I've got 2 responses to the Alolan Marowak here, and they come in with the Sableye. This is actually a pretty good matchup for Mandibuzz because Foul Play and Snarl both hit for neutral on the Sableye, whereas his Foul Plays hit for resisted. And you guys saw a return land earlier, and that return, it doesn't do much. I mean, it does a lot, because how tanky I am, but I know that I don't have to shield it is basically what I'm saying. And now obviously we outspam the Sableye here, so return's going to be coming through. Does a big chunk of damage, but that's fine. I can just farm down. And what comes back in? What comes back in? Scrafty. Okay, this isn't too bad. I can do super effective damage with the Aerial Ace here. And now he knows I've got Aerial Ace, so he'll probably shield the second one. And he can't really hit... I mean, he can hit me with the Foul Play if he wanted to, but the smart play here is to go for a Power Punch, so he, like, you know, ramps up his damage before he goes down. And that's what he does. And then I'm hoping to get a shield with this next one, and I think I actually give up Switch Advantage here. Let's see if that's what I do. Yeah, I do. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the Defense Deoxys, and I'm going to throw the Rock Slide. Questionable. I don't know if he shields this. Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Okay, he doesn't shield, and this was what I was trying to do, though. I was trying to bait out the Alolan Marowak, because I realized that what I need to do here is to go in with Scrafty and power punch myself into oblivion, so that I can actually win against the other Scrafty. So I'll buff up my damage more than Scrafty, because that Scrafty has, you know, all the buffs go away once you switch Pokemon. So now I'm going to come in with the Scrafty here, and I should just be going straight power punch in this matchup, even though it's double resisted. The reason I'm doing it is because I need to get this Scrafty more powerful than the opponent's Scrafty. So, so far this strategy is working. I shielded a Bone Club. I think, well, yeah, I think shielding the Bone Club makes sense because the Scrafty is not going to be throwing foul plays because they're double resisted. So I think, I don't know, Bone Club and Power Punch probably do about the same amount of damage now that I'm thinking about it. So, save a shield. Yeah, save the shield. Alright, so another Bone Club's going to be coming through, and I've ramped up my damage, I don't know how many times, I think twice. And I go for another one here. I think I should have saved that one and thrown it onto the opposing Scrafty, but that's okay. So now my power punches are buffed times 2 or times 3, I can't remember, and his are times 0. So my counter should be doing more damage, and he went for the power punch, which means I got an extra counter through, and ba-boom! Galaxy Brain! The amount of thoughts that go through my head when I'm battling is... it hurts sometimes. Alright, going up against Boober Monkey. I actually think that's a pretty funny name. Alright, picking up a lead against the Scrafty. Not the greatest. We take super effective from foul play, but we're also dealing super effective with the counters. I'm going to try to catch a foul play on my Mandibuzz, and ba-boom, I finally do something. I finally am no longer a scrub. All of you guys who say that I'm terrible in the comments are wrong. There's really not many of you, but... you know, you're still wrong, guy. I don't know what your name is, but I don't remember people's names that talk shit about me. Alright, going up against another Bastiodon. This is the one I'm pretty sure that is an XL Bastiodon, because it looks like the foul plays are doing less damage. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but it's a pretty tiny amount of damage there. Alright, God. Alright, so definitely want to be going for foul play in this matchup. Aerial Ace is double resisted because Rock and Steel both resist flying type attacks. And Mandibuzz actually is doing okay. Like, it really surprised me how, like, decent Mandibuzz does in that really bad matchup there. Alright, so I think I come in with the... okay, this time I come in with the old boy over here. And I don't shield. Flamethrower is going to be coming through. I probably should have gone for a Stone Edge there, but that's okay. We're going to be farming, and I probably shield this, right? Yeah, because he's got a lot of energy here. Almost 2. I go for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt hits for neutral, whereas Rock Slide is resisted because of the fighting typing. So this should be getting the shield, and if it doesn't, that's okay. I'm going to come in with my own Scrafty now, and I know this is a power punch, and it's not buffed up yet because he went for a foul play last time, so I'm not going to shield it, and obviously the counters are doing a lot, but I was able to take out the Scrafty, and don't show me in a Azumarill. Do we already know what the other Pokemon were? My brain is... oh, this is over. That's over. GG. Nothing I can do here. I actually remember saying this. I remember saying he's probably got an Azumarill, and then he came out with the Toxicroak, which is like just as bad. So yeah, I played this one out, but it's totally over. Yeah, real bad matchup here. I have to land like I don't even know. I'm going straight Rock Slide, even though it's resisted, because doesn't matter. This is over. All right, please, beat me down into oblivion. But you know what? I don't really care that there was like, what, 2 losses in this set? I only had 1 loss in the first one. But I had a lot of fun doing these battles because I was like, I gotta use, a good team that is not widely known, I guess. I don't know. I was basically thinking I have to make a new team in order to, like, continue having fun. You know what I mean? So... I did, and I actually like this team. It's not a bad team at all. It works a lot better than my old Double Dark team. Like, when I made the old Double Dark team, trying to catch a Shadow Ball there, by the way. When I made the old one with the Azumarill, Wireless, and Scrafty, it worked really well at first, and then it stopped working after, like, 1 season. And that's how it doesn't work anymore. Not in this season. But this Double Dark team, I think this actually has a lot more play than the other one. Alright, so up against this Hypno, they're deciding to stay in here, which is pretty interesting, because this, even though Thunder Punch hits for super effective, is a real bad matchup here. So I'm going to be able to get to foul plays very quickly. And if I get both shields here, I am just sitting pretty. So let's see. Okay, no double shielding, but that's okay. I can actually shield once and farm down. Usually I like to lose switch advantage in this situation, but since they didn't switch out, I'm going to win switch advantage here. And, okay, there it is. That's revealing that their entire team is weak to Mandibuzz. I'm pretty sure that's what they're saying right now. So Mandibuzz is going to be doing extremely well here, doing super effective damage with the foul plays, resisting the Shadow Bone and the Bone Club. I'm not sure why. What else do they have that could be weak to Mandibuzz? Alright, so I've gotten both shields, and they're deciding to farm down with fire spins, and now I think I just reveal my Scrafty at this point, right? Because why not? Like, they can only go for Bone Clubs against Scrafty. Yeah. Alright, so I don't shield the first one this time, smartly. Go for Bone Club. Obviously, just, you know, I think, somebody correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, even though Shadow Bone is resisted, Shadow Bone is still more energy efficient than Bone Club. Okay, there's a Venusaur in the back. Okay, still... Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but you can hit for neutral with Sludge Bomb against Mandibuzz. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. I'm going to let this Frenzy Plant come through because I know I can survive it, because Defense Deoxys is extremely defense-weighted, believe it or not. And we're going to be going for another Rock Slide because Thunderbolt is resisted. This is looking pretty good. I know I'm going to get farmed down here, but that's okay because I can actually farm down the Venusaur with one shield. They're definitely going to be getting to a Frenzy Plant here, but that is just fine. We're going to shield this because it would be taking us out. We can counter this thing down, and now they just have two Pokemon weak to Scrafty, still alive. They come in with the Alolan Marowak, and I went for a Power-Up Punch.
You and your BMs.
Okay, we're good. No, I wasn't trying to BM. I was actually just dumb right there. Now, I think I was trying to save enough energy so I could throw a Foul Play at the Hypno, but I didn't realize how low the Hypno was. So that was totally unnecessary. Accidental BM, question mark? I don't know. Wasn't on purpose, though. Alright, almost at 1,500 wins. So picking up our rewards, and I have no idea what number I'm at on the leaderboards right now. But I can take a look real quick. 3147. Okay, so currently, right now, I'm at 3147 ELO. And that would be number 396 on the leaderboards. So definitely in the top 500, and I got low self-esteem, right? I don't know if you guys know that. I've said it a whole bunch of times, but this actually makes me feel pretty good about myself. So I appreciate all of you guys being super nice in the comments. Seriously, you all have lifted me up and made me feel a lot better about my battling skills, because I thought that I sucked like real bad, and now I feel like this season I've finally kind of proved myself wrong, and it feels real good. So thank you guys so much. I really owe it all to you, as well as my fiance, for always pushing me to follow my dreams and making me believe in myself when I wasn't able to. So thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, don't forget to click like, and if you're new to the channel and you're still watching, I post every single day except for Sunday around 10 a.m. Eastern, and if you enjoy the content, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, but only do if you actually like the content. So thank you guys for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons: NZ Tech Freak, Grizzinator, Northstar 7620, Daniel Sheldon, Clapton Caveman, Silver Import Tuna, Cleric, On Mulvaney, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Joseph Cahill, Lana Pierce, Owen Jones, Zeplatinsky, Aeon Critterus, TVDL, Kelzam, Rain SSB, Kareem Madat, Philip Hall, and Jay Anderson. Thank you guys so much.